Good evening, all. Welcome to this week weekly forecast. We are going to talk about a perceived direction of the trade in the coming week. So far, we had the trust from the US dollar index and the corrections that we saw, and the fact that I stated that these to the upside, it's correcting these, and this was the first sign of we finishing these correction to the upside, and we are trusting to the downside. And it's pretty much the same that we're going to get. Now, on the weekly, what do we expect? We would expect that price should not break this point, or we should find a rejection between this point, but price should not break this level of the price. So price should not break that. And if I go to the DXY, which is pretty much the same, now we don't expect price to break this point. In between here, 104.430 and 104.290. We should be bouncing to the downside. So with that said, if I go inside of a daily time frame to look at, do we have a daily resistance here? Price may still, may fall from here or may still go up. So let me take you to the 1 hour time frame without wasting much of our time, so to understand what exactly I can see this week. Okay, so far we've had this push to the downside and this correction to the upside. And we believe that this move to the downside, the correction to the upside is done, and now the price is gearing to go and begin to continue or resume falling. So we need to see what exactly is happening here. You need to see that. So remember that I gave you some levels. They are all marked. Now, these are the levels. They are marked here, where you see these pitch line. Those are the levels that I talked about, 104.407 and 104, I said 290, but here 285. Price already capped that. Now, are we ready to go down? That's the next questions we need to answer. Are we ready to go down? Now, with a move to the downside, and this is a move, and we are done like almost the 161.8 push to the downside. It has ticked 161.8 on the euro dollar index, but on the DXY, it's almost touching here before we saw this correction. So in terms of correction, are we done? That is one thing we have to look at. Are we done? We could see this as a first wave and the move here as a second wave, which we can count as A, B, and A, sorry, like an A, yes, an A, B, and a C. Of course, we know that B will be in the direction of the trade. So if we are coming down, so this is A B, and a C. And this alone could have marked the end of correction, and we're supposed to be seeing this as a move to break low. But not until we break this, there's a possibility for us to have a more complex correction. So what do we see now? We see a move A, B, C, And these, instead of going to break this low, it went up to break the top. And that was why I said to some of my members on Friday or during the week that we might be seeing a more complex correction on the DXY and Euro USD. So what do we expect from here? We expect that this, having done this, could give us a 7 swing before we fall. Where we want to see price fall is around this area to begin to fall. So we are expecting now probably a 7 swing. That is highly expected. That is highly expected. But if you look at here, if price corrects and begins to correct and fall, that may resume the fall. And once we violate 103607, price will continue to fall. Now, what can I say here now? An ABC, which is a W, and this is seen as an X for now. This is seen as X for now. So you may also tag that this is a primary X or a B. You can say a WXY, which is a bigger W, X here, and a primary X here. What we don't want to see is price breaking this. This is what price must not break, not even this. Once price takes this out, we are falling. So we have a W and an X. This to me is seen as a move, a three-way move of another A. This could be another A, or this could be an ABC, and we are coming down. But I would rather look at it because it's not a complete swing here. It's not a complete swing. It should be the move here is just for the A, and it's a 3 swing anyway. A, B, C of an A. These, I may say, a B. Is the B complete? Once the B does not break this, it can go up again and take the top. If that happens, price should find a resistance here. And with that, we can say that the 6th swing, the 7th swing is completed. In that case, it would have run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. With that, we should be falling. So what I'm trying to say is that price may fall from here if this is to them ABC, falling looking though. Price may be falling after correction here, but I won't be surprised. I will be expecting price to take the top again, 70%, and 30% price will just correct and be falling from here. Now, with that said, let's go to Euro dollar. With that said, on Euro dollar, it's still the same thing. We have an A, B, and a C to give us probably a W. And we said this is an X. This could be another A. And this could be a B. And the last move to the downside probably will be another Y or a C to complete a WXY. In that case, it will now be a W, X, sorry, what did I say? A, B, C, it will now be a W here, X, 1, 2, a 3, and give us a Y here before we go up. Like I said, 70%, we may be breaking the low again, but 30% we may just correct and begin to move on. Now, I want to show us at what point something is going to give or change here. These are the areas we can still come to. Between here and here, we may be going up. Between this pitch line, our price may just tick this or tick this. These are the areas we must allow this to finish its correction first before we know where exactly price will be falling because price may be falling at the edge here, and where I quoted around a 61.8 price may not tick that, but we need to see how price is going to do around this area. So let me go on a 15 minutes time frame for you to see how you must proceed here. Now, this is taken as a, like a W here, an X, an A, potentially A, B, and probably C should be coming down. Now, we need to find a retracement of this one going to the upside in terms of this. Once we don't break 108,563, we may still have one leg come to the downside. So what we don't want to take in that extension is 78. What we don't want to take in that extension is a 78 from here. So precisely, price should probably not break above this level of 108,435. And that is what I would expect, or 85 here. So price even coming in here, it's we are likely, once we breach 85.90, price is going to break the top, and which means we have resumed uptrend. But with what I'm seeing here, price may have done an A, B, and a C here. Is the first move to the downside? Will the price be breaking up again? But if price is going to break up, price should not go beyond 108,500. It should not go beyond that if we have an intention of coming down to the downside. Otherwise, something will be amiss. Now, in case prices come to the downside, then we need to take this low. Once we begin to take the low here, assuming price take that low and break below 78 to the downside, that will confirm that price is going to break the low, and that indeed will be the end of your Y. So you know how to do your fib and get where your Y is going to be in that case. I think with that said, we know how to proceed. Price may correct, and if you see after correction, we'll see a momentum to the upside. That means price is ready to break the top. But if price continue to correct down, take out retracement of 78, then we are good to go, which I would prefer that to happen for price to go down one more time and come to around this area of 1.07850. Around that area, we may find the seller, where within this zone anyway, we may find a seller. But whatever happens here will decide how low the price is going to go. Now let's go to gold. On gold, on spot gold, let's go to the weekly time frame. We are seeing that crazy move on the weekly time frame. We are seeing that crazy move, and we are ready to go up and take this top, but not immediate. The usual way price behave is once the price is about to take a top, the price may be correcting, and might be a deep correction before we go up again. So I'm anticipating a big correction before we go up again. If you see what has happened here, even if you are going to look at this correction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that looks like a 5-way pattern, which to you, you can call that a triangle. That's on the weekly anyway. You can see like a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if you go on the lower time frame, you will see that it's actually a complex correction of a WXY. So I would not want to see, I don't think price is coming to take here again. So what I would think that price would do, price should find support around this area. But again, the way a manner price is going to fall here will decide the kind of correction we are going to get before we go up again. So if you're around this area, you should be looking to close your trade in profit if you're buying. Once we get a price action, we should be looking for a sell setup to sell the correction, then pick a buy to go up again. So that is what we should be doing. If you go to the daily time frame, so you can see that move. It's a big move. And after this big move, we are going to expect, I think price may break this top here. We are seeing a little reaction now. Price may correct to break. And after the break of that top, price will be giving us a sharp correction to the downside, a sharp fall to the downside. Or this may continue to grow as a small correction and turn big. So because price is already mature to do that. If I go on the 4-hour time frame, so we can see the appearance of this is still, very much premature. Price may just continue to fall from here, but I will tell us what to expect. So we are expecting that if price falls, we should get a correction and a move to the upside from around this zone, but we'll see the manner and the way price is going to fall. So what do we want to see now? What we want to see really, if I go on a 15 minutes time frame, what we want to see is how price would take this primary fall here, because this is seen as a wave 3, a 4 of 3, if most likely a 4 of 3 and a 5. So if this is like a 4 and a 5 and not a 4 of 3 and a 5, then the one that is coming down here might just be a big 4, and for the last time, price will be going up to give us a 5, and then the 4. So that is what we should be expecting. But once the price takes low of here, I think once the price breaks low of 2081, if this price should take the low of 2081, let's say 2080, then they should be suspecting that price is going to fall from here. And if price should break, where you confirm that price is not going to go up and take the top again is once the price take 2078 to the downside. 2078 is around this area. If price takes this to the downside, you can confirm that the price is already going down. It's already going down. So there are levels which you must begin to, if you have a position already, once price takes, let me go there. Let me go to the 5 minutes time frame, because this is a consolidation, and with this consolidation, price may just fall. Price may just fall, or price may go up one more time. Let me bring out a drawing. It's going to be a bit messy. Yes, it's going to be a bit messy. And let me go on the 1 minute time frame for you to see what I'm trying to say here. Now, This is 1 minute time frame. It looks big, right? Now, one thing you must know that this is looking like an ABC correction. The first fall on a lower time frame, the correction in the middle, and if this one goes out to be more than a 161.8 is to foresee. It is a false sign. An 100 extension here has been broken to the downside. This is 123 and this is 161.8. So if 161.8 is taken to the downside here, that is already telling you that this that is coming is likely to grow into a big correction and might just gain momentum and be falling sharp. So this is the primary fall, which I said 2081, around 2081, let's say 50, 2081.5. If price should break at the downside, it's better you close your buy manually because price may be falling sharp thereafter, because price may not even give you a decent correction to the upside before the fall. And if price touches 280, then breaks it, that is more than 161.8 extension. And at this point here, 278, price is already destined to fall. And this will confirm, 278, 700 will confirm that the fall or the bigger correction is on course. So we are almost there, a few pips to 127 and to 161.8 or 2080. So, and with that, I've come to the end of today's forecast, and you know what to do and how to proceed. All right, see you during the week.